Products for a good night's sleep. There's an interesting story by Carell Capic about a man who couldn't sleep, and because of this, his life seemed to be split in two. During the day, he was an energetic, full of life person who led a busy life full of interesting events. But at night, a different reality emerged, and he was left alone with his fears and anxieties. The author reflects on how sleep is like deep, dark waters that safely carry away our daytime worries. Foolishness, failures, moments of dishonesty, and lack of love. And how terrible it was that he was deprived of this because he couldn't sleep. A norm is considered to be 7 to 9 hours of sleep. However, not everyone manages to sleep well. Insomnia is one of the most serious problems of our time. Today, we'll talk about the benefits of sleep and introduce you to products that will help you sleep peacefully and without worries. Do you have trouble sleeping? We'll solve them. Why is it important for a person to sleep at night? Have you ever wondered if a person can go without sleep? Can a person go without sleep? Why isn't it enough to rest for an hour or two? But instead, they must switch off for the whole night? The fact is that during this time, many important processes take place in the body, restoring strength in muscles. We're sure each of us can recall falling asleep while sitting or in another uncomfortable position, only to wake up with pain in our neck or lower back. This is because for complete relaxation, it's necessary to lie down only in a horizontal position. Only then can our rest be considered complete. Body temperature drops. During sleep, physiological processes slow down, and body temperature begins to decrease. This is why we might wake up in the middle of the night feeling cold, only to find that the blanket is on the floor. Blood pressure calms down. As we fall asleep, we feel our breathing become steady and shallow, and the heart begins to work rhythmically, allowing other organs to restore their function. Our reactions also slow down during sleep. For example, we may not hear loud sounds, footsteps, or even notice smells. The brain continues to work. This hard worker doesn't want to go to bed at night, but quietly continues to work in a calm environment, analyzing the information received during the day and processing data like a small computer. Remember the famous story when Mendeleev saw the periodic table of elements in his sleep? There's nothing surprising in this case, since the scientist's brain simply calmed down and clearly sorted everything out. Appetite and the immune system are adjusted. At night, we don't eat or drink, so the body loses a certain number of calories. Therefore, losing weight in your sleep is quite realistic. But if the quality of sleep is poor, the regulation of hormones responsible for leptin resistance, digestion, and excess weight is disturbed. As for the immune system, the production of antibodies increases during sleep. That's why it's always recommended for a sick person to get some sleep, because by morning they'll surely feel better. And it truly works. Maintaining a diet, you may be surprised, but proper nutrition is very important for the quality of sleep. What foods affect this? And is there a single diet? Let's take a closer look at these questions. Studies and experiments. Numerous studies and experiments confirm that there are foods that help improve sleep quality. However, there are also foods that, when consumed, can cause poor sleep and leave a person feeling exhausted. For example, American scientists decided to conduct an experiment with a group of men and women of average build. For a whole 4 days, the participants followed a strict vegetable diet, completely excluding flour, fatty, and sugary foods. During these days, the participants slept well for the recommended 8 hours, and on average, it took them 17 minutes to fall asleep. Then on the 5th day, fast food, pastries, and other unhealthy foods, as well as sugary carbonated drinks, were added to their diet. As a result, it took much more time to fall asleep. The men and women struggled to sleep, and their sleep was restless and disturbed. Upon waking, they didn't feel refreshed thus. The scientists concluded that sweets, pastries, lard, and sausages hinder proper sleep. It's also recommended to limit the consumption of coffee, milk chocolate, tea, and especially alcohol before bed. as they disrupt sleep patterns, preventing the body from fully relaxing. 8 foods for better sleep before we move on to the foods beneficial for sleep. Support our team by subscribing and clicking the bell. Make sure the subscribe button turns into subscribed. Thank you in advance, and enjoy watching. Foods that improve sleep quality include almonds. This nut is rich in nutrients. Particularly, it is a source of melatonin, fiber, antioxidants, and magnesium, which are responsible for regulating sleep. Although experiments with humans have not been conducted, studies on mice have shown that consuming almond pieces was directly linked to sleep. The mice that had their almond dose crunch slept better compared to those that didn't receive almonds. Turkey meat is an easy-to-digest food containing protein, which is essential for building cells in our body. For those who are used to raiding the fridge at night, this food is perfect. Scientists claim that turkey meat is an excellent sleep aid due to its high content of tryptophan. This type of amino acid, like almonds, contains melatonin, which is responsible for sleep. Bananas. People have known about the sleep-inducing properties of bananas for several centuries. These beautiful and tasty fruits are great for satisfying evening hunger, thanks to the fiber they contain. But it's not just the taste that makes them valued worldwide. The magnesium and potassium in the pulp help normalize heart rhythm and blood pressure. Vitamin B6 and other substances are synthesized in the body into melatonin and serotonin. As mentioned before, these hormones are responsible for sleep and mood, so the yellow elongated fruits are the ideal choice for a healthy sleep and overall well-being. Chamomile tea. As everyone knows, this aromatic brew is beneficial for beauty and health. But how does it help with sleep? It's all thanks to a special substance called apigenin. Apigenin binds to receptors in the brain that are responsible for the brake in the nervous system. Additionally, chamomile tea contains other beneficial substances like coumarin, horseradish, tannins, and even ascorbic acid, which stimulates digestion. If you suddenly crave chamomile tea, we recommend using herbal tea bags from the pharmacy. They are easy to prepare. Simply pour boiling water over the tea bag and let it steep for no more than 10 minutes. For extra flavor and aroma, you can add a small slice of lemon, honey, and oatmeal. If chamomile tea with bananas isn't quite what you were dreaming of before bed, try oatmeal with honey. Oatmeal is a good source of carbohydrates and magnesium, which help you relax, while the glucose and melatonin found in honey will help you get a good night's sleep. White rice. Insomnia can be especially troublesome when we need a clear mind. There's no need to resort to chemicals. Try having a bowl of cooked white rice before bed. You can add some banana slices and honey for flavor. Why is rice so beneficial? Scientists conducted an experiment with 2 groups of people suffering from sleep disorders. The first group was fed rice, while the second group had pasta and bread. Guess which group fell asleep more easily at night? The reason for the first group's better sleep was simple. Rice contains tryptophan, which calms the nervous system and allows a person to fall into a deep sleep. Cherry juice. Nutritionists recommend another beneficial product that can help you sleep soundly: a glass of cherry juice or a handful of cherries to increase the melatonin levels in your body. To achieve the desired effect, it is recommended to drink 200 grams of juice twice a day for a week. Fermented and dairy products. Traditional dietetics confidently states the benefits of fermented and dairy products for improving the digestive system, and therefore for sleep. For example, kefir, yogurt, and cottage cheese are light, protein-rich foods that help remove toxins and have a positive effect on skin complexion. Beneficial microorganisms such as probiotics help boost immunity. What happens if you drink a glass of warm milk every day? We confidently state that it will bring you nothing but benefits, as milk has long been known for its unique qualities. This product has been valued throughout history and even frequently appears in numerous myths and legends, exclusively in a positive light. The high levels of phosphorus, proteins, and calcium make milk a truly remarkable product. It is beneficial to drink it before bed to strengthen your health. ease anxiety, and improve sleep. There are, however, contraindications to dairy and fermented foods for people with individual intolerances. Answering questions. Finally, we will gladly answer the most frequently asked questions. What foods should be avoided in the daily diet to improve sleep? You should reduce or completely avoid caffeine, fatty, spicy, and heavy foods that are difficult for the stomach to digest. Alcohol is also not recommended. Will a double portion of foods with tryptophan help with a good night's sleep? No, your diet should be balanced in any case. You can consume foods with melatonin and tryptophan not only before bed, but throughout the day. Also, consider individual intolerances. Don't force yourself to eat these foods. What other foods can help you sleep besides the ones mentioned? In addition to the previously mentioned foods, dark chocolate, fatty fish, walnuts, mint tea, or passion flower, and kiwi are also beneficial for sleep. It's important to limit your intake of sugar and salt. Finally, it's important to note that only the brain should work during sleep, while the rest of the organs need to rest. Therefore, all foods that suit you for one reason or another should be consumed 1 to 2 hours before bed. This gives the stomach time to digest the food and stop working until the next morning. That concludes this video. On our channel, you can find many interesting videos about the benefits and harms of vegetables and fruits, as well as about diseases and ways to treat them. So, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. I would also appreciate it if you like this video and share it with your family and friends. This was the Human Body Channel. See you next time.